Ever wondered why some people are willing to drop a cool $150,000 to climb a giant rock, aka Mount Everest? Sounds crazy, right? But let's get one thing straight. This rock is no ordinary rock. It's the tallest mountain on Earth, with dangerous terrain, unpredictable weather, and an overwhelming challenge at every turn. So, what are climbers really paying for when they embark on this epic adventure? Well, let's break it down. And trust me, it's not just about the bragging rights. First off, $150,000 isn't just covering the cost of climbing gear, oxygen tanks, and permits. It's more about securing your legendary status. Think about it. How many people do you know who can say they reached the top of Everest while battling altitude sickness, freezing temperatures, and crowds of climbers? It's a status symbol for some, a flex on Instagram, and a story that'll last forever. But let's not kid ourselves. This price tag comes with a brutal reality check. When it comes to the actual climb, the adventure isn't all glamorous selfies at the summit. The route is filled with life-threatening challenges. The Khumbu Icefall, for example, is like the ultimate obstacle course. Massive ice blocks hanging above you, crevasses that seem to go on forever, and rickety ladders that could collapse at any moment. It's a constant test of your nerves and endurance, and that's just the beginning. As you climb higher, you're battling altitude sickness, where your body essentially revolts against you. Nausea, dizziness, and shortness of breath are just some of the gifts you'll get from the mountain. The higher you go, the harder it gets to breathe. Imagine running a marathon while sucking air through a tiny straw. It's tough, it's grueling, and it's not for the faint-hearted. But if you thought the physical challenges were the worst part, wait until you meet the crowds. Everest isn't exactly a quiet, peaceful escape. It's like a traffic jam in the sky, with hundreds of climbers trying to squeeze past each other on narrow, treacherous paths. You've got climbers from all over the world, each with their own set of issues, fighting for a spot at the summit. So, instead of a solitary moment of triumph, you're more likely to share that summit selfie with a bunch of out-of-breath strangers, all hoping they don't collapse from exhaustion. And let's not forget the Sherpas, the real heroes of Everest. These climbers are the ones who carry heavy loads, set up base camps, and risk their lives daily to help others reach the summit. They are the true experts on the mountain, but even they face incredible dangers. Their resilience and humor are often the only thing that keeps climbers sane during the toughest moments, reminding us that without them, the journey would be even more impossible. So, is it really worth it to drop $150,000 on climbing a giant rock? Well, it depends. If you're in it for the bragging rights, the status, and a chance to say, "I climbed Everest," then, yeah, it might be worth it. But be prepared for a tough journey that'll push you to your limits, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's not all sunshine and summits. It's a test of everything you've got. If you're looking for a challenge, something that will truly push you to the edge, then perhaps the price tag is worth it. But if you're thinking, it's just about the view from the top, well, think again. At the end of the day, $150,000 could get you a dream vacation somewhere tropical. But could you ever say you conquered the world's tallest mountain? Now that's the real question. So is Everest really worth it? For some, it's the adventure of a lifetime. For others, it's just a giant rock with a huge price tag.